When you think of a nostalgic video game, what comes to mind? But no one has mentioned the Space Cadet pinball game on every old computer. Roller Coaster Tycoon, Duck Hunt. I have fond memories of placing the gun right up against the TV and still not hitting anything. Super Mario 64, throwing the penguin off the ledge. Classic. Spyro, Ocarina of Time. Donkey Kong Country on the SNES. Good times. Crash Bandicoot, BOODAHBIGAH. Super Mario World, GTA San Andreas on the PS2. Oregon Trail, you have died of dysentery. Banjo-Kazooie, Command & Conquer Red Alert. Super Mario 3, Tetris. Pokémon Gold and Silver, Pokémon Blue and Red, Mario Kart Wii, Minecraft. The background music is nostalgia on its own. It's such a shame they don't use the OG music as much anymore. I've been playing it recently and some of the new music is unsettling, although I could always pump Sweden through my headphones. Pokémon Red and Blue, that game was the shit. Frogger, Sonic, GTA Vice City and GTA San Andreas. That Vice City soundtrack is burned in my brain forever. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Monsieur, it was the first multiplayer first-person shooter and also allowed for creation of your own levels. It brought down corporate networks due to the network activity, and all other multiplayer first-person shooters were compared to it. Lemmings. SSX3 Tony Hawk Underground. I never played Underground, but I would die to get my hands on another copy of SSX3. GoldenEye, Temple, Slappers only, if you pick odd job, I'll piss on your toothbrush. Fallout New Vegas. Replayed it recently. Never gets old, especially with new mods being released daily. Earthworm Jim Toe Jam and Earl Battletoads. Galaga. Chrono Trigger. Diablo 2. The Tristram theme is amazing to this day. Jak and Daxter. The entire game was so magical with some great graphics and an immersive world to play through. There was enough difficulty involved for it to be a challenge, but not enough for frustration. I used to pick that game up when I was in elementary school and had a blast with it. Then I got the PS3 version and it was certainly a wave of nostalgia. You can't forget about the sequels either. Tabletop version of Mrs. Pac-Man at Sal's Pizza while drinking Coke out of those translucent red plastic cups. I'm old, haha. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Leisure Suit Larry. Best reason to buy a C64. Halo CE. Halo CE was the first FPS I played. I played through the whole game in one long session. It was great. I still remember calling the Flood Marshmallow Zombies. Harvest Moon. Sid Meier Civilization 2. Building railroads everywhere and sending fanatics to defeat all your enemies. Metal Gear Solid 1. King's Quest. Harvest Moon. Friends of Mineral Town and GBA. That simple happiness of raising farm animals, planting and harvesting plants and wooing a girl was so nostalgic. Not to mention how their soundtracks has this farm life vibe on the Monsieur Man. This takes me way back to my childhood. Have you heard of Stardew Valley? It's very much a modern successor to those great Harvest Moon games of old. Unfortunately, I didn't know about this game, but I would definitely give it a whirl. Thanks for the suggestion. What kind of gaming platform does the Stardew Valley run on? All of you, monsieur. Okay, gonna be showing my age here, but have to tell my nerd story of reading about the first ever Harvest Moon coming out on the Super NES in my limited subscription, Nintendo Power magazine. I said I would be showing my age. When I was in grade school and forcing my mother to renew the magazine, I basically had no use for it. I was not rich enough to afford all these different games they featured. But I had to continue my subscription until the issue came out with the Harvest Moon game guide. Months and months in the future. Even just a 2-sentence write-up about how there was a crazy concept for this new game about farming vegetables and wooing girls made me go, son of a bitch, I'm in. At the age of like .9. I totally agree with you. I was like 7 or 8 at that time when I played the game. I know this may be a simple concept by this time, but back then, this kind of gameplay was really mind-blowing and awesome. Truly a wholesome and nostalgic game. Zork. Hell yes. And return to Zork. You want some, right? Course you do. Quote, oh man, there's a game I want remastered. Wolfenstein. Doom and the original Duke Nukem Monsieur my PC nostalgia trifecta. Plus a side of Myst. Battletoads. Goddamn, the hoverbike level. I forgot about how fucking hard that was. SimCity Classic. I am glad to finally see this on the list. Even if it's much lower than I would have preferred. I never liked The Sims all that much. But for a few years of my childhood, SimCity made me want to be a city planner. Then I realized every city is already planned out and starting one from scratch isn't a real job. Star Fox on N64. Ms. Pac-Man. Pong. Crash Bandicoot. Original Super Mario. Was actually playing some Super Mario Bros. 3 earlier today. Twisted Metal. Does it count if you're still addicted to it because RuneScape? Same here. But back then it was about going around clueless without a place to be. Now it's all about XP. Modern Warfare 2. Oregon Trail on DOS. Battlefront 2 on PS2. 9-year-old me couldn't care less about the bad eye. Black Ops. Met my best friend on that. And throughout him we met our other best friend. We're all planning to move to the same town pretty soon. Plus BO1 has always been my favorite COD. Miss the 3 AM zombies sessions with the boys so much. Doom. First time I ever saw a video game, besides Oregon Trail, on a computer. I was on a tour of a potential high school. Between that and a 25 years old blonde history teacher, I was in The Secret of Monkey Island, Ocarina of Time, Kingdom Hearts, Simpsons Hit and Run PS2, Tomb Raider on PS1, Swan Dive Everywhere, Donkey Kong Country for Super Nintendo, Tetris, just got it for the NES today, have had it on Game Boy for a while. Still very good fun. Chrono Cross, Mario, Contra, TMNT and American Racer. Contra yes. Mario Sunshine for GameCube. Fallout 3. Minesweeper. Never figured out how to properly play that game, but still. You should learn. It's actually pretty simple and is a good mind game. Halo 3 because it was the first game on Xbox that I've ever played. Yoshi's Island. Pokémon Diamond. Pokémon Snap. Loved that game when I was young, though I was never very good at figuring out what it thought a good picture was. Paperboy. I played this shit out of that game. This is what I came for. My parents were avid Sam's Club shoppers at that time, so I would have tubs of Atomic Jawbreakers, Twizzlers, and those super sour gumballs somewhere within reach. My brothers were too old to care too about the Nintendo at that point, so it was all mine. ETA. My teeth are fine. Thank you for the positive memories I forgot were in the back of my brain. Spank the Monkey on addicting games. F-Zero X my deceased father's favorite game to play with me as a child. Any PS1 Final Fantasy and StarCraft. I still mumble StarCraft lines occasionally. Well, username definitely checks out for Final Fantasy. GoldenEye 007! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. That skiing game on old Windows computers from the 90s. Ski free. Holy shit! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Played that forever. You make people shit themselves when you hit the monsieur. Legend of Dragoon. Mario Kart DS Rainbow Road DS will always be a guilty pleasure MK track for me. DS Rainbow Road is the best. Rainbow Road asterisk quietly sets traps on loop-de-loop and corkscrew asterisk. Lel. I'd set traps in the item boxes and ramps. I've never tried RRDS loop-de-loop and corkscrew. I gotta try that someday. NBA Jam or NFL Blitz. Asterisk is on fire. Exclamation mark. Asterisk. But did he heat up first? Lol. Pong. GTA Vice City. So many memories from that game. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Duck Hunt. The very first release of Monsieur changed the whole game industry. Vice City. Lion King for the Sega Genesis. Echo the Dolphin on Sega Genesis was the shit. Streets of Rage. GTA III. One of the greatest games ever made. It was the first of its kind. It literally revolutionized modern gaming. Soul Calibur. Spyro. Donkey Kong. Spyro, Pokémon Emerald, also a lot of those games in Y8 mini clip I played with my cousin. Metroid. Always felt weirdly lonely while playing it though. Spyro. The remaster is definitely worth picking up if you loved the originals. I had a blast playing through the first 3 again. I was only able to play them with my cousin since she had a PS1 when they came out. Being able to play them in HD at my own pace was amazing after all these years. Pong. Honestly, I can't narrow it to a single game. The entire era of the SNES was my nostalgia. Street Fighter II. Final Fantasy VI. Chrono Trigger. The Lost Vikings. Super Mario World. Zelda LTTP. That console gave me so many of my most fond memories of gaming. GoldenEye. So many missed college classes. Mortal Kombat. Used to watch my neighbors play while smoking weed. Tekken 3. Well, I'm only 14. But Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. It was basically the only thing I could play. The Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. Spent so many summers playing this with my sisters. Just started playing that again recently. Never realized they had the 4th of July celebrations. Bomberman SNES. I'll rock any one of you pussies on Bomberman. Simpsons Hit and Run on the PS2. Pong. For me it's Safari Hunt. The pack-and-like gun game for the original Sega. My grandma bought it for us for Christmas. Just to make us happy. And literally saved every penny she got for her pension that wasn't for room and food to do it. Then she played that game with us. I don't even remember if the game is good, but I can picture her crunched in front of the TV shooting the gun thing and laughing. Super Mario Bros. Tetris. Duck Hunt. 007 GoldenEye. GoldenEye on the N64. RuneScape 2007. Halo. Even further back MK3. The Electric Seaweed Level on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm scarred from it. Half-Life. Majora's Mask. Me personally kid of the 80s here. I played the first Mario for like 12 years regularly before I ever beat it. The first game I really got into and mastered was Mega Man 2. That shit's too hard for me now. The first game I absolutely fell in love with is Final Fantasy III for SNES. It goes by 6 now and I still try to get a yearly playthrough. Just everything about that game is perfect. I played that game every day for literal years. Super Mario Bros. 3 on NES. Kirby Pinball. Mario Kart 64. 1080 Snowboarding. Paperboy. Edit. I forgot GoldenEye 64. Dr. Mario because it was the only video game my mom ever played and she was the shit at it. My sister and I always asked her to play so we could watch. Haven't played Earthworm Jim in a while. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Lego Star Wars the video game. Every time. The Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail. Prince of Persia is a PC game. For me. Halo. Reach. Played the shit out of it as a preteen. But I remember all of it to this day. Can't say the same for older games that are typically considered nostalgic. I played Halo. Reach with most of my children. And can say that their fonder memories was us playing the storyline. It beats the rest of the Halo games by a mile for story. PvP it takes second only to Halo 1. RC Pro-Am. Pure nostalgia right here. I can always hear the sound effects for this game in my head. Played the crap out of this game. Mega Mania, Burger Time, Pitfall, Kaboom Monsieur. But more modern, Duke Nukem 2. Want some rye? Course you do. Quote, Zork. SimCity, the original, 2000 was also cool. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.